Let's give a warm welcome to the very funny Eric Sablan!
I stayed over at Sohail's house last night, and I didn't bring a change of clothes, so this is what we get. Oh, man. Thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Someone almost clapped. Thank you for that. Everyone else was like, make us clap. So I grew up Catholic. Nice. I grew up Catholic, which means that I had to go to church every single major holiday. And it also meant like that I grew up with a lot of shame. And in my family, sex is the most shameful thing that you can do, right? This one time I was with my parents and we were driving up the coast of California. My entire family's in the room, or in the car, not the room. We weren't driving in a house. We weren't that poor. Anyway, so we're driving up the coast, and it's my mother, my father, and my entire family in the back, including our brand new baby nephew. So my sister is talking about the miracle of birth, right? How it happens. And so I see a perfect opportunity to make my parents very uncomfortable. So I say, oh, you mean like when mom and dad have sex? And my mother goes, your father and I do not have sex. And then my dad goes, your mother and I have never had sex. And I know that to be untrue because I have seen it. But because sex is so awkward in my household, like I didn't know the intricacies of it. Like I had general directions, right? Like I knew where I was going. I didn't know how I was getting there, but so I'm in a relationship with a girl. We'll just call her Janelle, because that's her name. And we're in the middle of, doing it, because I'd already done it. I sound so smooth right now. We're in the middle of doing it. Idiot. Anyway, so sorry. We're in the middle of sex, and she leans into me, and she says, talk dirty to me. Right? And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? So I was like, okay, like, you can guess at this, I guess. And I leaned in, and I said, does that feel good? And she said, yes. And I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then was in a moment of what I can only assume of that was extreme selfishness. She leans in and says, tell me more. And I was like, one second. And then I was like, just think what's the dirtiest thing you can think of? What is the dirtiest thing you can think of? And I lean in, I swear to God, I look her like in the eyes, and I feel weird doing this to air. Sorry, sir. Do you like it when I fuck your dick with my pussy? She said, yes. And it's weird. It's so shameful in my family, man. My And also, I should let you know, like, I know that I know that I caught my parents having sex because I've been caught having sex and I know what that looks like. Do you know what I mean? Like, too many times. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't need to know that about that guy. For instance, this one time, and this will very much explain to you about who my mother thinks I am. My parents were gone at the casino, like all good Asian parents. And they know that they do that. So they're gone. So I think it's a fine time to have my girlfriend over, right? And so she's doing... Okay, before I tell you this, I got to tell you this part, because I don't want to sound like a selfish person. I am not afraid. I'm not a man who's afraid to get his lip dirty. Like I spend a lot of time wondering why they don't call it a lick job. So just understand that if I was a fictional character of any kind, I would be like no, I love pussy. No. Just so you guys know where I stand on that subject. And so this girl is, we'll call her Kathy. She is doing the reverse of what I just explained to me. And my mother walks in on that. And I'd already I already knew I was a bachelor because my bedroom only had a mattress on the ground. And then my mom walks in and she goes, "Oh my God." And she just closes out. And then Kathy looks up and she's like, what should I do? And I was like, "Finished." And then, no, I'm not. I wish I was that cool. I couldn't do it. So I got out and I went out into the garage because that's where my mom smokes. Right, my mom's there and she's just like. And I walk out into the garage and I don't have my own cigarette, so I take one of my mom's Virginia Slim ultralights. I light it. I'm sitting there and it's dead quiet, dead quiet. And my mom says, "Don't make her do that to you." What kind of person does she think she raised? My mom assumes I'm aggressively asking women for blowjobs all the time. Oh, man. Yeah. The crazy thing about being from my family is I'm the only white person in my family. I know you're confused, right? So let me explain to you. I was born with this strange condition called two brown parents, right? But what is inside does not match what's outside. Sir, close your eyes. Hi, sir. My name's Eric. I'm here to help you. Can I help you? Open your eyes. This is not what you thought you were going to see. You didn't. You thought maybe someone from New Jersey. Right? This is Ray Romano talking to you right now. It's not. But because and I kind of deep down always knew I was white, but it was really affirmed by my mother. My mom, it's so true. My mom, growing up, I grew up in Southern California. Everybody told me I was white. I would be called Twinkie. I would be called, yeah, it's fine. I think it's funny too. Just all sorts of things. I didn't get any of the freedom of it, you know? Inside, I was that's my job. I should have that. And no one, okay. It's a room full of white people. No, but it's true. Like, for instance, I experienced a lot of racial profiling that's wrong. Right? This one time I went to an audition and I got a part, so I went to the first day of rehearsal. And I'm standing in there, and my head was shaved, so I look black. And if you just look at my facial hair, I'm 14 years old and Mexican. And so I'm there and my head's shaved and I'm standing like this. And a black dude comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, brother, don't let these white people change you." And he walked away. And then I was standing there and I opened my arms and I looked down at my Lynyrd Skynyrd t-shirt. Fucking got me, dude. It's weird. It's confusing as shit. I forget that I'm Asian sometimes. This one time I was riding my bike down the street in Chicago and a Mexican dude, I ride by him and he goes, "Fucking Asians!" And I said, "Yeah!" No one else was there, dude. It's funny, I decided to go full white. I married a white lady. Which means I get to do cool white people shit all the time now. Sorry, I spent all summer on a pontoon boat. Fuck off. I got in an argument with another white couple on my golf cart while they were on their golf cart. Okay? I moved into a suburb called Steinmeier Estates. Dan, Pam, and Val, our neighbors, came by with a nice warm banana bread. I swear it's so good. I was just like, oh my God. It's so weird. All these people are coming and bringing, people are being nice to me now. Dude, being white's the best. A lot of people get mad at people for it. I'm like, fuck that. I don't know, sorry. They like being treated well. I'm just like, don't you? That's you're complaining about it. So am I. I don't know. Anyway, I got a major fucking upgrade in life and I'm cool with it. I feel good accepting it because my family always told me I was white, right? I once went to, I lived in Chicago and I was bringing a show back to San Diego for my family to see, and it was all the biggest comedians I could find in Chicago. And we come back, and I'm like, "Mom, I rented this place out, it's sold out. I really want you to be there." And she goes, I don't think I can go. And I was like, I don't understand why you can't just put whatever it is aside so you can just be supportive for once. That's all I'm asking. In 20 years I've been doing this, I'm just asking you for one time and you can't do it. And she looks at me and she goes, "I don't know, Eric, you're just not my kind of funny." And I was confused because I'm like, I don't understand that. What do you mean? What do you mean? And she looks me dead in my face and she goes, "Well, Eric, you're white funny." And judging by all of your laughter this evening, my mother was correct. Every once in a while I get to do, I get to do comedy on the road and stuff, and I've lived different places. And I'm from California, so there's no real regional food there. People will say there's, I don't know, avocado toast or kale or whatever. They would claim sushi, but Japan already took it. And then I've lived in Chicago, and they have pizza and hot dogs. And I've been to New York, and they have pizza and hot dogs. And then when I moved to Indiana, I found out, I have no idea why, but people here decided that their regional cuisine was going to be a pork tenderloin. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking Randy Macho Man Savage in the back. So here's what let's be realistic. Indiana is a drive-through state. Sorry, it just is. And you have the least drive-throughable food. You took like what I can only assume is 3 pounds of pork and beat it with a mallet till it becomes about the size of a steering wheel. You batter it, you bread it, you deep fry it. You then put it on a normal size bun with 1 fucking pickle. And they serve it with the fork and knife. What the hell is the bun for? Anyway, like, you're driving through, you leave New York, you eat a hot dog, you pass Chicago, you get a slice of pizza, you go through Indiana, and you're steering with your knee because you can't get to the steering wheel around the pork tenderloin. It is too wide. And you're just looking at it. It's really good. It's really good. I can't wait to get to the pickle. Oh, man. I got married recently, and like a year ago. There's a bunch of divorced people not happy about marriage. I got married, and when you get married, you do things that you don't normally do. Like, you go get your hair cut nice, right? You go get fitted for suits. So I was getting married, and I decided that I would go get my hair cut. So I went to the only place I could think of, Great Clips. And it's in the name. Sorry. And I gave them my name. I said, "Hi, my name's Eric Sablan." And this wonderful, beautiful black lady named Rose starts tapping on the screen. And she goes, "Are you Eric or Antonio?" And I said, "Antonio's my dad's name. And my dad's been dead for 10 years. So I was just like, "Eric, has my dad been here?" And it turns out that we are all inside of a database. If you have ever went to Great Clips, you cannot hide that fact. There are records. So she explains that to me, so I go and I sit down. And she goes, "What are you getting your hair cut for?" Like, needs to be a special occasion. And I said, "Well, I'm getting married." And she didn't say, "Oh, you shouldn't be here." She did say, "Oh, that's sweet." And I was like, "Yeah, it's weird because it makes me feel like I'm getting old." And she goes, before I finish this, I'm so sick and tired of getting old. Like, sorry, I know there's some young people in here, and fuck you. I'm gonna be 40, so like, it's real. But the thing that pisses me off the most is that, like, no one assumes it's a hickey anymore. You know, everyone's always like, you burnt your neck on a curling iron, didn't you? You fell on the vacuum again, huh? No, I'm out there being sexually active with my wife. So Rose, I say I'm scared of getting old, and Rose looks at me and she spins me around. And if you've never been spun around by a powerful black woman on a chair, do it. It's one of the best experiences. Anyway, spun me around, she caught me, and she said, "You're lucky to get old. Not everybody is so lucky to get old." And she goes, "Do you know how many people I know who aren't old? And I was like, that's a weird question. 'Cause I know a lot of people who aren't old too. And I just thought about it, and I was like, you know what? You're right. She's like, just be thankful for the moments you have. So I just wanted to say thank you guys for sharing this moment with me and for growing old with me. I love you. Have a great night.